Mike MUKULA is crying out loud like a zebra, citing that there are some delegates who are being bought to vote against him. In fact, Mike MUKULA, I think, has been serving in the SEC for now 10 years, and there are clear signs that he's going to be defeated as a SEC member. Mike MUKULA, by the way, is one of the leaders who lacks influence from where he comes from. If you look at the SEC, you clearly see many of them have elective position other than Haji Kadaga is the MP for Kamuli, Among is the MP for Bukedea, Chris Bariomunsi the MP. It is only Mike MUKULA who's not elected in those positions. So he came out to say that there are some people who are buying votes so that they can vote against him. In fact, I'm going to play a tape. Pay attention because it's going to form a basis for a discussion. Here's the tape.
That some people are starting, who are with me, starting to buy votes, and they are spending in the region of 2, 3, 4, 5 million per person buying. And you'll see that again, they are spending and buying from delegates and influencing them using money. 200, 500, and so on and so forth. This is very dangerous for NRM as a party, very, very dangerous. As the president said the other day, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire. The moment you commercialize the election or the electoral process of a party, and you start creating uncertainties, then I want to assure you that the future of the party will be in danger.
So, actually, Mike MUKULA is coming out to say that money is being used in an election. We all know the appropriate of money in an election is General Kaguta Museveni, because I know if he came out to say that no money should move hand to hand in NRM primaries, they can end. But he wants it that way. Secondly, Mike MUKULA is also an hypocrite. In the next election, I used to see Mike MUKULA buying delegates in hotels, spending money. I had a friend who was on his team. I'm not NRM, I'm opposition. But I got a chance where those shady deals were happening, and I was there. So just that this time around, either there is a highest bidder or there is someone smarter than him. Okay? Because every candidate does this. Even in this election, Mike MUKULA had some candidates to facilitate. That's the modus operandi of the election in the Kenyan context, in the Ugandan context, and in fact in very many African countries. Because politics has been made transactional. And Mike MUKULA is facing it. Let's continue.
Tell you very clearly that all the other political parties of this revolutionary organization, like RPF in Rwanda, like CCM in Tanzania, like ANC, like the Ethiopians, do not do that. Even those that appear to be semi-democratic, like the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, even the Cuban Revolutionary Party, they don't do that. This is a dangerous path we are pursuing. And I really want to caution, as the leader of the party, and following the statements that were made by His Excellency the President, that the use of money, commercialization of politics, rather than element of credit, you're going to elect wrong leaders and people who don't have capacity to work in offices that will definitely cause the negotiation out of power and the will and the drive of the people. Because commercialization is not the will of the people, it's the will of fiduciary, of financial arrangements. I have decided to make this statement for people to get to understand that this new trend of money that is coming in to the party is dangerous, especially money which is not being accounted for. You cannot know the source in the country. My colleague does not have any single business in the country. does not pay taxes, which is equivalent to the money being spent. The source of the money is United States of America. And you'll also appreciate that even in the US, there is no direct income that you can reflect on. And when you Google or check the functions, the internal functionaries of this infusion of money, it tells you that what is the interest. Because in SEC, a position we're in, there is no salary, there is no car, there is no office in plot number 10, Chadondo. No office of a chairman, Western, Northern, Karamoja, and so on. There is no car being given to you. Even the telephone, Katosh, is not given to you. It is basically, Central Executive Committee is a think tank. It's the political compass of the party.
That is Mike MUKULA complaining that money is being given. One, Mike MUKULA is also appropriate of this. In the last election, you will give out money on very many people. I know it on information. Secondly, for you to come out and dissuade people who want your position that there is no money, there is no car, it is a lie. I know there is no best structure for the people in SEC, but they get some remuneration. It may not be a such structure. The last time I checked, the SEC member was getting at a tune of more than 10 million per month, which is not signed as salary, but they get 10 million. It's the reasons why. Why do you think people are fighting to sit on that executive on the Central Executive Committee? Even you are crying out loud because there are some benefits of sitting with the president. Trust me, any person who sits with the king or the president has some benefits. They may not be monetary, but they are there. Michael MUKULA himself is guarded by police, JAT. He does not hold any position within government. The reasons why he is guarded by just because of being in the Central Executive Committee. Because in the Central Executive Committee, you can lobby for security. Now is this disrespecting someone who wants to be in his position, saying that there is no salary. Yes, there is no salary, but there are some payment. You are guarded. So Mike MUKULA stops crying to us this time around because someone has been more smarter than me. In fact, when they were introducing those who are running as SEC members, you clearly see that when they reached on the eastern region, Mike MUKULA was overshadowed. You clearly saw that his competitor had more support. In fact, here is what happened. That is the video. You clearly see now Mike MUKULA is coming out to cry after sensing defeat. Let nobody lie to you. In SEC, people are given money. It's not salary, but they are given money per month. Secondly, very many have lobbied even security. Mike MUKULA, tell me how the constitution gives security to you when you are not supposed to get it. I know you can come out to say that any private citizen is entitled to security. How many private citizens get security like you do? Even your home is guarded by police. So there are some benefits of being the SEC member. That's why people fight hard. That's why people put in millions of money, because they know the return on investment is big. I personally, I don't have any problem with Mike MUKULA because he looks to be a smart man. The only problem is he's entrenching a dictatorship, and I don't want a dictatorship in my country. But for him to come out and cry, it is so hypocritical. Of course, that's my opinion. And many yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabye Sulaiman Mawagai, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.